Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Frozenmill, and today we're back with MoonLighter 2. So, what are we doing today? I guess we kind of did our first sale. We can do usual stuff, and I guess I get the treasure from you as well. Track west. But yeah, we have a bunch of things we've got to talk to, so let's go and talk to these people first. I think that's always a good idea, you know, get the conversations and all that out of the way. And then, I think afterwards, we can jump straight back into the dungeon. Hello, my dull friend. Show me your luck of decorations for your shop. It would appear that you require my services. Comtesse is my title. I would never pronounce that. And interiorism is my expertise. Oh, the Countess, thank you. With my wares, you'll be able to make and customer for more important and spend more money. Oh, cool. That's a relic. We got that. Craft cost. Cool. And then guarantees a rare perk in the first perk selection. And relics on the carpet are bought before those on other carpets. Okay, so interesting. So that might make the buying more interesting, I guess. If you got stuff you can kind of like fiddle around with. Here you are. I'm offering you a new service just for you. Not free, of course. I give you decorations for your shop. Decorations to change the look and feel of your shop. Okay. Just need some vouchers. I can exchange them for furniture and paint. The only catch is that the vouchers give me... Well, the vouchers will give you random products. Okay. To change up stuff. That's kind of nice. Do I have 5? Oh. Zephyr Bad. Interesting. Cool. More stuff I can muck around with then. Okay, let's go back into the dungeon then. And try out my new sword. I believe that is what we should do. Roll in, keep rolling. Armory trunk. Sealic spear and the broom. Okay, let's go sword run and interact and day round. I will admit, after retrying going for this, I don't know if they have changed stuff. I probably should look at the video I recorded like ages ago, or when it was like the demo was released for this. And I think a lot has kind of changed. Now it's kind of in the early access phase of the game, which is kind of nice. Like, I think they've kind of, at least like some of the stuff that I kind of maybe was moaning about it was the fact the stuff got too simplified before. Because it felt like it. And it seems like straight away from this time around, I feel like there's more stuff going on, and they're introducing stuff to try and not make it seem as simplistic to begin with, right? Which is kind of a good thing. And let's do this. The reason I say it's a good thing is the fact that I don't really mean, but I probably would say a lot of the people that are probably playing this are probably going to be veterans of the original game anyway. Maybe? I can't knock you back. Interesting. Okay. Fight done. Let's go see what's in the chests. And I like that the relics and have more interaction and stuff, but I dislike the fact that I don't get many items to sell as such. Transforms into a relic that burns it. Oh, that burns, okay. It reactivates the curse. Well, if something burns this, then it transforms into it, so it's not that bad. It burns the pointed relic, which is the 2 that it could go there. So if we do this, it can't burn anything for now. And this one wants to be burnt at some point. Cool. Yeah, so I don't mind the difference in the dungeon of being like you kind of choose the room to go to get benefits. I think that's kind of cool. And like these kind of like these kind of like combo bits where you can kind of like move enemies around into places when you get like half health. And like the weapons are more interesting as well, I will give that. There seems to be less of them though, and that's, you know, like the bow and arrow is not being replaced by a gun. Which, nothing wrong with that, but it's just something that I've kind of noticed. And I guess then it's also like what other mechanics are different from the original, right? Scorching special deals some damage and ignite its enemies. Short gun. My attack goes 35% and ignites. Nice. And like these kind of perk system is a little bit kind of, I'm not too sure how I feel about it. A phone perk. And then we have an elite enemy. Let's do the elite enemy. Yeah, maybe I'll get more good stuff. I do like the potion stuff as well is kind of like, I don't need to worry about it as much. Gun down. And I guess you do get more tools at the start rather than kind of having to build up to them. See, there are good things. Each time you burn this relic gains that. And it's actually pretty good. I'm going to take that. So, we want to burn stuff, and this transforms to something that burns it. And this burns the relics it points to again. Well, why not? No, don't burn that. I'm just going to sell that and learn what it is. Let's do these two then. And that gains that there. Let's carry on. Could have waited to do that, but I kind of wanted to see how much I can stack that one thing up to. And is it even worth stacking it is the other question, right? The other cool thing is you do notice that you can kind of counter each enemy independently. So like when they're up in the air, if you shoot them, they fall down and hurt themselves and get into that state. You can knock them down, and other enemies probably have very similar ways. From now on, relics are found with +2 rarity. Your gun damage inflicts foam. After 3 seconds after an enemy gets foam, it explodes and receives damage. Inflict none. Let's do the fortune teller. Like, stuff getting +2 rarity seems pretty cool. And let's assume it's just a combat room. But yeah, I think a lot of my gripes maybe in the original were just on the We're probably more about the sort of the changes and the fact that I felt like nothing was probably put in its place to return those as such. I'll take the fire on you. Ooh. Okay, we'll heal up. There we go, he is down. A broken mic. Lance does not rely on strength or wits to choose the better units for his army. He chooses the loudest among them. He makes his soldiers scream with an extremely reinforced mic. That's actually brilliant. That is brilliant. So we got here then. Take no damage for the first 2 times a boss hits you. Huh. So I assume that's a recipe for armor then. Nice. I'm assuming we only get like 1 armor per thing. Burns all common relics. Gain for each before burn. Each time you burn this relic. Each time you burn this relic gains. Okay, so that's another gain thing. Burn the pointed relic. So we don't mind about that. So put that there. It's got 5 on it. So we'll keep that one. I think we'll burn that. That'll transform into that. They both stack. Burn that anyway, because it's another burn. And it also increases them, and then we'll carry on. Then we've got this one to have a look at. Each time this relic gains that, it gains double. Add that to the pointed relic. Well, if we're burning anyway, we might as well do that. And that goes there, that can go there. Let's just swap those over. There we go. Now we've got stuff we can burn if we need to. Burns the pointed relic. Well, you've got more stars on you. I assume they're more valuable. No idea if that's true, but... just feel like it is, you know. Okay. Let's carry on. And this is a blacksmith. Andre, hello. Did you really think I was going to skip all the fun? Maybe you don't know how to fight, but I can make your weapon sharper and improve them for a time. Let me show you. Your attack combo is reduced by 2. Each special finisher hit increased special finisher time resetting after clearing a room. The special hits twice. Yeah, let's hit the special hitting twice. Double turn. That seems pretty cool. I'm sure you'll find someone to test one. Haha. Thank you, friend. Well, I got 24 health and a dream, so... an event? Or a recipe? Well, I would like the event, to be honest. I just want to see, like, what's in the event. But the recipes are going to be something I need to collect anyway. We can probably sort out events later anyway. Okay. you die to the trap. Uh-oh. Man, that was a clean route. I am liking the combat a lot more. I will admit that. Rising Beat, uncommon, rare, and epic. Relic sell for 40% more. Like, I feel the combat's more snappier, right? I think there's a bit more of a flow to it as well, which is kind of nice also. Man, that is kind of cool. And the triple combo is kind of awesome too. Okay, so the enemies do get stronger as you progress. That's kind of good to know now. Right? Because you wouldn't realize that that was the case. Like, they slowly increase in health, but like each kind of room and stuff. So, I guess there is quite a difficulty to this that scales up. Special inflicts foam. Gun inflicts foam. I think they'll go with the bubble special, because that's kind of cool. Cast spikes, but the damage is reduced. Oh, cast 2 spikes. I don't know what spike is. You know? Well, let's carry on. Should I try for the elite fight or just go for normal treasures? Yeah, we'll see. We'll try the elite fight. May regret my decision. But yeah, I will admit, I think I probably was a little too hasty when I did my first look. But I do stand by my assessment of the change maybe not being as good as it could be, right? Like, I think the 3D is fine, but no issue on that front. I will admit that. I think it's actually kind of a good change in a way, and the combat is more fluid, more actiony. Where I think the other one you kind of had to be like more precise, like you almost could like be more strategic with it. Adds is to relic that burns it once. For each armor in the backpack. Don't know what armor is. So I'll take the Blackstone. So it adds the score to anything that burns the item, right? So this can burn it and gain its stuff. Put that in. That doesn't matter anymore. But we'll take it, I guess, and then we're just discarding that. Only if I had more inventory slots. Man, to be honest, a bigger backpack would be nice, wouldn't it? As the ultimate prize. I died. When defeated in combat, relics in your backpack will lose 50% of their value. And you can decide whether to try it again and lose them or return to sell them. What do you mean I can decide to try again? You got pretty far though. My backpack progress will be lost. Retry dungeon. Nah, we'll just go back. And we'll sell. Bit of a shame, but, you know, you gotta learn the hard way that, you know, that being too greedy is a bad thing. I still stand by the loading times on this one. I assume it's loading a cutscene again, because that seems to be the only time where it, like, takes ages to load. Right, it's almost like it loads in everything and goes, oh, I gotta play a cutscene, then loads in the cutscene. No, maybe not. Okay, cool. Oh, there is something I can talk to. I should have gone and talked to them. Yeah, we can do it in the morning. Let's sell our stuff first, and then we can do another run and see if we get to the final boss, and not the final boss, but like the boss of the level, and see what that matters as well. So, no idea how much that is worth, so we'll put that one down. And let's put it at 500. Let's see. That... We know 30 was a good, way too good of a price. Let's put it to 50. No idea how much these are worth. But 22 apparently is too cheap. So, 30. And then that, which we know people were quite happy with, 20. So let's try 22. Can I open a shop? Can I open a shop? You let me open a shop? No, I cannot open up shop, apparently. Fine. I guess I just go straight into the dungeon then. Well, at least we're set up. Chests. Oh. I can only save like 5 items. Is that what it is? Well, I guess we're saving all the stuff that costs the most then, I guess, and then... So you can take relics into the dungeon? That's an interesting mechanic. Like, I mean, I knew you could do it in the other one, but, like... How do I say? If you could take, like, interesting stuff back into the dungeon that could cause extra effects... That would be kind of cool, right? Because then what you're doing is you're allowing the game to kind of like give you more complex stuff. So almost like if you take like specific relics in, you can like force certain things to happen. Be a cool kind of addition to something like this. Look at this merchant. I see one of these lives these days. Game buy to offer some backpack improvements. The bigger your collection, the bigger your loot. For others if you fail. 4,000. Man, that's a lot. Okay. You will be my best friend when I have the money. It is as simple as that. When I have money, you will be my best friend. Until then, we'll have to wait. Well. Let's go back to my spear, shall we? I don't know why that one appears instead of the broom, but instead of the actual spear, but... Nah, I could have unlocked one of the other weapons. I could have done. I gotta remind myself to do that sometimes. Yeah, the game is growing on me. I don't know whether it's the fact that I think the action bit is a bit more interesting. I think that's kind of a nice thing, right? Like, it's a bit more fluid. Let's take the event this time, actually. Although I would like the burn, you know, that perk, but I'd like to see what the events are, so... Man, you stack that up, that's a lot of damage, like, later, right? Right? It isn't just me. Oh, knock you down. I'm also trying to think, like, how can you use the spear in an efficient way, right? Because to me, the spear at the moment feels like, although the spearhead kind of drops off, and you can kind of, like, recall it, which is a really cool mechanic, by the way. I think that's absolutely awesome. Like, I'm thinking, like, how would you make that work for you in a good way? Burns the pointed relic, gains 6. That's just pretty good. Might want to save it till a bit later, so we'll hold off until burning. Until, like, we get more combo stuff. And the event. Let's go. Who are you? Silver. What am I seeing? A living friend. You also collect what the dead left behind. Sure you do. How are things, my fellow looter? Let me favour your path. Increase common relics by 40. Next 2 rooms rewards are doubled. Upon returning to gain +6 for each elite enemy you have defeated. I hope this will serve all it can. When your fortune ends, mine begins. Let's wish for both of us good luck. You seem kind of morbid. It's weird that it says cast spikes as well, I've noticed that. Like, do I get spikes I can cast? Into the trap you go. Ow, I got hit by that. So yeah, I think I can knock stuff down into the spikes and stuff, which does actually give you cool stuff when you do it. Let's go face you, my friend. There we go, we're done. That animation is like the God of War spear. I just noticed that. Like stance it and recalls them, but they explode in God of War. To all armor relics, burn clone this relic. Well, that's a pretty good burn one. I'll take that. Burns pointed relic. Plus 40 on those is kind of hilarious, though. Now, I gotta figure out, like, how much do they increase that by? We go there and get 2 wound, but I do like the burn, though. So, yeah. Burn, I want the burn. Like, the burn and the wound together is really good. Okay. Oh, they do despawn then, I'm assuming. Off you go. I do like knocking them, that is kind of fun. Yeah, that special is kind of nice. I like it. I'm trying to figure out, like, is it worthwhile to use it is the issue, like, and when you can use it, and is it positioning based, or... Cast armor on the pointed relic. So we've got to clone that one. That'd be kind of cool. And then give it armor. We'll double check to see what this is first. There's 40 rare relics in the backpack. Around the points relic, gain +6. No, Mother's Core is pretty good, because that'll add 4 to that thing as well, so... And if we're cloning it, that'd be pretty awesome, right? So we can pick this up. So... I'm going to burn this thing. Just get it gone, out the way. So we can pick these 2 up. Like, I might as well just pick all the common stuff rather than the rare stuff, right? But it is what it is. It is what it is. The perk system is interesting, right? But not able to have your special does 30% more damage, cast spikes, your gun causes ignite. Okay, so there are different perks you can get. Cast spikes. Spikes a projectile that is auto-aimed towards enemies that deals 20 damage on impact. Do I get spikes? I don't know. We'll figure it out. No. I tend to do stupid stuff anyway, right? Oh. Spikes might be the, might be the things in the arena then. Are there more enemies? No? Maybe? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the spikes, the plant stuff. I get it now. Okay. And the wording on that's got to be, like, improved. Yeah? Non-critical damage increases critical chance, and then resets. And inflict wound. Your attacks... my attacks inflicting wound is good. And say my special inflicts burn. Well, I'm doing this fight. This is an elite, I assume. Again. Now we'll heal up. Yeah, because like the wound and then that inflicts extra damage, shoots the wound. That's kind of cool. Also, like, you gotta remember, like, by your own attacks getting like the extra damage as well from the wound, so that's kind of cool. Although I probably will say that the easy fight. We can work on that. Is that another boss fight thing? Cool. Burns point to relics. What do you get? Each time you burn a relic, gain +4. Burns relics in the same row and gains +8 for each burn relic. Ooh. No, I think we get this. So. Adds a corner. Okay. Put on the corner. There you go. Yep. +4. I should not have tried them that way. Anyway. That can go there. That can go there. That burns that. And that was like my backpack. I do dumb stuff all the time, folks. So now we swap those over, burn that out the way. Cool. That can go there. That can go there. And then we'll burn these two. Although that will need to go as well now. Okay. What do you got for me? Adds an armor to the relic. Cool. Let's put that on there. Burn Clonus relic. Corner. Cast armor on relics the same row. Add 4 to them. Can you get double armor on stuff? Is my question now. I want to find out. No. You can only get it once. Interesting. Discard. I guess we'll leave. Like, without any more burn stuff, I don't think I can do very much. But let's go to the armor and see what we get from here. And my blacksmith. I will admit, the game is growing on me. The game is growing on me a lot. And I'm obviously so having fun, so we'll be playing it, right? Increase maximum spears. Spearheads by 5 increased damage by 40. Spears travel 3% faster, 50% more damage. Spearheads deal 300 damage and return automatically after 3 seconds. Automatic return sounds delightful. Just because I know I'm going to forget to cast my special anyway. I would like the burn. But that is a new thing, and then you have that. But event. We'll do the event again. Hello, friend. We see you again. I can see the loot on you. And for the next 2 rooms, rewards are doubled. Defeating an enemy has 20% chance of increasing relics of chests in the same room. Defeating a boss grants an additional chest. Well, let's do that. Heavy payout seems quite funny. Yeah, there's a lot more idea in perks and stuff like that. Again, I'm not too sure how I feel about it, right? Because I liked the original in just the way that it kind of grounded it in sort of like a sense of realism. Does that kind of make sense? I think that matters to me a lot. Ouch. At least to me, I feel like it mattered a lot. And now you kind of get this more gun damage, spike steel times and inflict ignite. Ooh, that could be good actually. Yeah, like gun inflicting ignite could be interesting, but if I got spikes to inflict ignite, don't get it all the time, but it's still going to add to the extra effect of my wound, right? He hit me. Oh, are they like immune to that? Interesting. Ouch, I got hit again. Now, that's a lot of damage that guy does. Okay, so retrying the dungeon is like a reset on the day then, basically. So I'm assuming we're going to return at night again, meaning I can't sell. No. Okay, we're in the daytime, so let's sell the stuff we got. After I got kicked out the dungeon again. I will admit the load times are, like, insanely long. I think at the moment that's probably my biggest criticism of the game is the loading times. And I keep going on about it, because it's just, it really drags you. So, this is actually something that I kind of like talking about, is like game pacing, right? And I think this is something the original MoonLighter kind of did really well, right? Was the difference between the pacing of the combat versus the shop was very similar, but also like you had your actiony stuff and you had everything else as well, right? 300. Right, that's a good bargain. Right, that's also a good bargain. So 30 is a bargain, go to 40 then. Increase sell tip by... Increase sell... And buy from all relics. Increase tip by the 5, getting a tip. Increase your tip increases the value. 5% on each sale could be a lot more. You're certainly unhappy with that. Wow. Okay, it's a 30. $90 is a good deal. And 50 is a good deal, so it's up to 60. Yeah, have some, essentially what is rotten fruit for 10. 900 is cheap. Apparently. I am finding this stuff out. It's hard to tell if I should be raising the prices more. Okay, you like that. That was a good price for it. Cool. Now we know. And 22 was what I was putting on that, right? And we'll put that one down as well. 150 apparently was really good, so you're now going to be 200. I think they changed the perk stuff as well, which is interesting. Okay, so 22 is still a bit too much. So remember you could combo a lot more, which is kind of a nice take back, right? And we got these to sell as well. I really want like a take all button. Or just like a, you know. Oh yeah, we need to put stuff down to sell. Again, 200 wasn't cheap for you, so let's put you at 3. No idea how much you sell, but apparently let's try 1,000. Put that on there for that. 22 is too expensive? No. 60 seems about right. 61. I will always try and eke out that extra penny. The man increases the value of stuff by 1 every single time he can. Again, it doesn't seem like there's a time... I guess there is a time limit on what I can sell. Just I haven't had enough stuff to actually ever hit that threshold yet. Do you have any more? You... 600 seem quite right. Or 610 be still be okay. Yes, it is. And I hope they do the same thing they did in the last one, like give me like commissions and stuff to find particular items. I don't know how they can do that, right? Because that was a really cool mechanic I liked about the other one. I kind of wish they invested in that. It was like, not only did you run your shop, but you had like missions or hunting missions to complete. To like collect certain items and stuff like that. Okay, so that's way too much. So 600 down. The buyer at 6, but I'm not happy about it. And we're done for the day. Not bad. Not bad at all. One more trip. One more trip and we can unlock that. But yeah. I guess we'll leave that here for today. So again, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.